Yeah, hello friends of the sun and friends and fans of modded content for Jurassic World Evolution 2, and welcome to the Andes Prehistoric Wildlife Park by BananaLauncher. This is a modern and realistic park that focuses on many prehistoric dinosaurs and species that found throughout in South America, and the park is located north of Lima in Peru. There's some places to explore here, like an aquarium and a reptile house, a nature conservation center, Carnotaurus viewing gallery, Herrerasaurus tower, and the Argentinosaurus cliff viewing, and we have also a paleo wet center, and so on. This sounds so promising and beautiful that we need a park tour. I'm very happy and proud that I can do this park tour for my good friend BananaLauncher and share his park with you here on YouTube. So, he has spent a long time working on this park over the last few weeks, and I can tell you in advance that there are a lot of details, and he asked me to explore this park with you in first person mode. No problem, I do it. I also know why he said that, because from the first person mode you get a maximum experience and can see all the details, and I was blown away. Mind blowing in every direction. The park is currently available for download on the Nexus Mods website, and the mod list is very long. You have the choice of downloading the park with or without species. It was very important to me to show the park with the dinosaurs and the other species, so that we can have the maximum experience for the park tour. It is also makes it seem more realistic to me when we go to a zoo and can actually see the animals. So, a disclaimer in advance, the park tour would be very shaky and jerky from time to time. It's not because my recording program and my PC are bad. Many people who mod in Jurassic World Evolution 2 will certainly know that it's not a problem. The problem also has to do with the fact that if you place a lot of objects in one place on the map, you have the problems with the camera in the cinematic shots and so on. That's why it's good a thing that we are exploring most of the parts here with you as my guest in first person mode. I also switched to the cinematic mode on some points in the park because I cannot walk over every step or other items here, so I've been switching back and forth between these two modes. And second disclaimer in advance, I tried to make some overview shots in the cinematic mode, but it's not possible due to this the thousands of decorative objects. It was so shaky, it was terrible. So with the first person mode, the best thing. Okay, enough with the intro part, and we had enough of standing around here in the parking lot, and let's buy a ticket and go to this little zoo in South America. Yeah, this is a park that has a theme and a focus on South American dinosaurs and species, and this is fantastic. And I know many of you will say, this all reminds me to Planet Zoo. I also see the parallels between some games like Prehistoric Kingdom or Planet Zoo, and everything combined here in a Jurassic World Evolution 2 version. It is mind-blowing. It is very exciting, this experience here for me, and to see some things from Prehistoric Kingdom and Planet Zoo combined in one game. It is truly insane. But before we go to the ticket counter, let's take a look of the small parking garage in the background. By the way, I haven't seen it in the first time I looked at the park, because there's so many details in the park, and I can easily happen that I forget something to show here. So it's really intelligent. Planned this little parking garage here on 3 different levels. People can park here, and it's really clever to construct it like that. We have different objects from the menu, and voila, you have a parking garage. That's so cool. We have also a pedestrian bridge from the parking garage to the other side, and this is very clever. And I think we can say on this point here, BananaLauncher is so underrated and need shoutouts and props and so on. And this is my intention with this park showcase video, for him to give him shoutouts and props and so on. But yeah, enough. The video is here very long. Sorry for the long introduction. Let's buy a ticket and go inside. Where's the ticket counter? Ah yeah. So let's buy here a ticket and let's get inside. So here's the ticket counter. Perfect. Yeah, thank you for the ticket, mister. And so let's go through the security thing here. He really thought of everything, and now we are on the first small plaza in the entrance area, and we have a few decorations on the left and in the left side here. Wow, a nice contrast between a desert and a small lake, and yeah, he used these containers here to imitate the water. That's completely fine. Unfortunately, you can't put the decorative water what we have as modders everywhere, and sometimes we have also to use our imagination. And it's clever here. So, the entrance area is really detailed, and before we go to the large main part here of the park and look at the enclosures here around the lake, we go to the right into the swamp area house here, the amphibian and reptile house. And now we are in a house here with a very nice seating area, and what I can see here, 3 aquariums, where we can also see prehistoric mollusks and crabs and so on, and oh, it looks really fantastic and realistic. I like a zoo. And a construction with the glass panes and the coral reef from the lagoon. Wow, it's very clever done. I really, yeah. I really like it. It is, whoa. I have not more to say. It is very clever constructed here. So let's continue the tour, and please excuse me, the camera is sometimes shaking. And by the way, I also had the park closed for us, that we can enjoy a VIP tour here and not be disturbed by the common standard people here. Yeah, I mean, we are VIP. We need a private tour here and a closed park for us now. I think that's the best. So we have here also a backstage area for the staff, and we go in there for a short moment, and yeah, here he has placed here typical objects here so that the staff can enter the enclosures from behind and find a way to the houses and so on. Yeah, that's good, that's good. It's very realistic. And if we continue along to the right, we come to the first enclosure and a dinosaur that most people will certainly recognize. That's the Minmi. I think the background design with all the rocks turned out really nice, and we also have a small stable, what I can see here, and an area where the little dinosaurs can wallow in like little pigs in a mud hole. I like this detail. They also have a couple of rubbers here for playing it and so. That's really cute. So next to another small backstage area here for a short look for the staff here, and on the opposite, we have the taro bird from South America in a completely covered enclosure. And by the way, that's the one I haven't shown you yet, these fans mod. But with this park showcase, we'll be seeing the great new fences elements more often and how they can be used. So, in the opposite to the taro birds, we have the Megaraptor in a South American enclosure style with great decorative elements. Oh, it looks good. And the guests have the opportunity to observe the special dinosaur from the viewing log, and for the guests who can't handle so much of a thrill, they can observe the dinosaur in a relaxed manner behind the regular glass panes. And yeah, here what you can see again with this tunnel here, Banana has imitated the entrance to the viewing log. That's my guess, so. And we haven't talked about every detail, so it's possible that I've misinterpreted certain things here in the park or not recognized them correctly. But that's the experience, so I think, and my personal view of the park, and he didn't give me any further instructions on how to visit the park or something like that. He just gave me a bit of information about the buildings, so I know what they are. And the entire park tour is only my interpretation, and so I apologize if I have missed something here, what you can say in this moment and I cannot, or I say some things incorrectly or describe some things incorrectly or so, then I apologize for that. So then let's move on to the next place, which can be reached here via the stairs or just only on the other side, not with stairs, it's on the ground level. And then we come to the lagoon. Here again, there is an imitation tunnel with seating opportunities and also some amenities for the guest, so for shopping or something like that. And from here you can look through the wire mesh fence and see prehistoric sea reptiles. And if you're looking for a special thrill, you can go in through the imitation tunnel entrance again here on the end, and then we come to the regular underwater observation gallery. So this lagoon is inhabited by Carnotaurus, Elasmosaurus and Archelon. I think there were other sea reptiles here before, but I couldn't download and install all the species from the list. That's why I asked BananaLauncher to swap out some of the dinosaurs at the lagoon, and so was it possible for me to show you this complete park with all the species. And it looks very fantastic. I like the combination here with the things, with the rock walls. This is a natural lagoon and so overgrown with the kelp. It is, yeah, this is nice. And this is the only lagoon that we have in this park. The complete park is not very huge, but it is enough and so worth to showing this. And I'm also glad that the park is not so big. The thing is, I can handle this with a showcase. It is so detailed with 10,000 or 20,000 decorative elements and items, and it is very a big challenge for me to make this little showcase here. But I think you know what I mean. So then let's turn back to the rest of the area. Then the park is not finished yet, and so we come to the here back to the main street, and we have here on this side a little playground for the childs. That is a cute idea. This is cute. Okay, now we come to the conservation center, what you can see here, and behind there is another staff area which we will look afterwards. And I also think it is very nice how Banana has marked out the edges of the visitor path with concrete and lighting and plants, and yeah, this always makes such visitor paths looks very nice, and I don't think any of us like naked paths. So let's go inside the building, and wow, and sorry, sometimes I'm a big child now when I see such details like this, and then wow, it is insane. So let's go inside, and oh, it's crazy when you come in. You think you're in a natural history museum with all the skeletons, and whoa, look there, it looks so realistic. This is a shot. Even with all the cameras on the caling, yeah, here on the, you can see it. There are so many beautiful details that so I thought I'm standing in a museum. Whoa! And I can certainly learn a lot of tips and tricks from Banana for my future projects. This is so truly cool here. Okay. What we can see here again. At the back, we apparently have a room that's set up like a small cinema. Oh, it is also very cool with the lighting and the cameras, what you can see here. I really like this idea. Whoa. Okay, well, okay. So, and then outside we have an imitated enclosure sort where you can walk along a small stone path. Yeah, and what we can discover here? Come on, top, 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 top. And we see a prehistoric crawling beetle. Wow, nice gimmick effect. They are really beautiful details that I really like here. And yeah, so then let's go back through the small mini museum conservation center here, and then we'll get back to the outside area. And then you have overview shots, a quick overview from the staff area here in the backstage. And then I said, let's go back towards to the main entrance and then look at the details around the lake. And then is here our tour also starting in the other direction. In between there are small jumps and cuts here in the showcase. Sometimes the camera jerks too much when I'm walking here, also in first person mode. So we are back in the entrance area with the big lake, and here we have a small seating area by the lake with the option of rent a small boat to go sailing around here. And as you can see also in the background we have a little landing stage. These are all very cute details that I really like. So after the overview shot, so then we walk around the lake and then we come to the next small enclosure to the left side for a very small dinosaur, and he has also constructed an interior area for the dinosaur where it can sleep or something like that, and there's also a slightly staff area designed behind there, and that's a nice gimmick here on the left side. Probably all of you are asking what kind of big building is this here, and this is the Herrerasaurus Tower. It is a truly intensive construction and totally outstanding with the artistic look here. There's also an official entrance where I can go inside and show you the Herrerasaurus, and there are many art details to discover around this tower. He designed a very nice enclosure inside with a few wooden boards for the meat. There's lie on there for the Herrera, and they can then jump on and have a nice meal here. And that's a cool gimmick, and that reminds me of a zoo. This is cool. The interior is very nicely constructed, and I can well imagine how long it worked on this tower. It is truly amazing. And after some shots around the tower we have also numerous details and a small enclosure which is not connected to the inner enclosure. It's a separate enclosure, and this is for the sorry for the pronouncing, Herrerasaurus or Unayasaurus. I don't know with the correct pronouncing, sorry. It is a small herbivore from South America, and in opposite we have a bird cage for the Capybara. Oh wow, I never seen such a cool construction for a pterosaur like this here. And yeah, I'm a little bit lost for words because there are so many impressions and so many details here, so I apologize if I overlooked some things or don't show enough of these details. This is a lot here. It is insane. And beside these aviary, we have also a very large tower observation gallery, or rather an observation gallery house. But before I go in there, we go around the large tower and discover the rest of the details here. And I've already seen parts of the park with different enclosures and various screenshots and its development. That's why I remember me, and my first intention was Banana, why you build a church in a zoo? I'm sorry, but the shape reminds me of it. But I know that is not a very, this is not a church, I know. But it is a very big house for a very special dinosaur. But before we explore these fantastic observation gallery house, we follow the street here again. And behind we have here another beautiful seating area in a Jurassic Park style. And a lot of benches and places to sit, and yeah, great planting with flowers. This is so peaceful here. I like this section here of in this park. So then we go straight away here. And as further highlight, he has built a small amphitheater next to the tower, where you can find entertainment for the guest. It looks really beautiful designed, and I also think that you can clearly see the stands and entertainment platform. And that's a nice addition. And I also remember that I have a small amphitheater in my zoo here in Berlin, where small shows are performed from time to time for the guest. And yeah, this is a very nice detail. It's very realistic. And in the opposite, we have also a small children's carousel next to the restaurant, what I show you in some moments. And here the child can ride a dinosaur. Oh. Yeah, these are kinds of details that I make a prehistoric zoo like this here very realistic. It is so whoa. Yeah. So next to it we have another large area for the guests, and I assume it is one building is definitely supposed to be a very large restaurant, and I like the look and the shape of this huge building here. That's a great idea to put such a large restaurant with a seating area by the lake, and I like all the details, and I'm still reaching the point where I can go into every little detail because there's so many here. So wow. Mind-blowing in every direction. Wow, yeah. Okay, then let's do a little cut here in the showcase, and I'll go back to the big house, and then I continue here with the showcase, and then we discover the special dinosaur. Then let's go inside. And yo, so around here. Oh, cool. There's a big skull in the entrance area here. Oh, it looks really cool here. And we have another pleasant seating area, and the large room is divided by a what is this here? A paravent, so I can say. It's a splitter, a room splitter. So that you can sit here by the glass windows and watch the Carnotaurus wonderfully. Yeah, in real life I would also sit here for a while and watch the dinosaurs, and it's a really nice view inside this. Wow, well, outside this here, I think you know what I mean. I really like it for this big carnivore here, the Carnotaurus, and then we will still have enough to see here. So I hurry up a bit, and unfortunately we can go down the steps, but Banana has constructed them so beautifully on both sides of this big building, and so I'll make a jump to the main road, and then we have a prehistoric penguin here, the Incayahu. Unfortunately, I don't know how to pronounce this name correctly, but it looks great, and it's a great combination with the enclosure here and a nice seating area by the tower. Wow, this is zoo-like feeling. This is Planet Zoo Inception in Jurassic World Evolution 2. Wow, great. And on the other side of this enclosure we have the option of going down the steps to watch the prehistoric penguin when they're like swimming or so. But unfortunately that's not possible in Jurassic World Evolution 2. And the water here is fake, but the imitation is very well done. And so we can imagine the penguin stay here on the land, jump into the water, swimming a little bit, yada yada yada. No? You know what I mean? The imagination. We need the imagination here also. And after then, let's go down here in this direction and take a look at the enclosure from here. So on the downside, and behind the penguin enclosure is the staff area and a vet center, who I'll show you at the end of the video. And after this here, we continue along the main road here, and we'll see the... What is this? Aye! Capybara! Capybara, capybara, capybara. No, it's not a capybara. It seems to be the capybara. But the real name is a real tongue twister for me. It's called Josephatigasia. I don't know. Never mind. I just call it capybara. And the enclosure really does look like a typical enclosure from the zoo. Wow. And I really like it with the little waterfall in the background and the vegetation here. And as I said, if I'm missing any details, it's because I'm overwhelmed by all the impressions here. It's amazing here. And behind this behind this enclosure here, I mean, is the big highlight of this zoo. And well, we saved this for the last part because it is too exciting, and this is a highlight, and the highlight is in the end of the video. And that's why we're going to continue walking along between these beautiful seating areas here, and I really like this attention to detail that makes you think there are little cafes here and opportunities to relax everywhere. And then we follow the road here, and then we come to the last enclosure, which is nearby the conservation center. And as you can guess and as you can see, here we have the irritator. That's a Spinosaurid from South America. And unfortunately, I can't go onto this visitor walkway here, this wooden walkway. So I'm going to change the camera and switch to the cinematic shot. Here we have also the opportunity to go into a visitor tunnel, so I say. And from here we can look into the water, also inside the enclosure. And imagine we can watching these prehistoric crocodiles, the irritator. They're catching some fishes here from the lake. And in general, I can say that is a really nice swamp enclosure. It's turned out so beautifully, and I admire Banana's attention to details. It is very cool here. And then after then we come to the last small enclosure before we get to the big highlight, and here we have the Lakeside. Sorry for pronouncing, I'm not the best. I think Lakeside is correct for a South American dinosaur. And it looks really funny, his look. And after then, here you can see that the construction also here with this wire mesh fence from the one mod is really cool. And from here, as you can see, the planting, the vegetation of the park also changed visually, because we have now arrived at the highlight, and you could guess what it could be. This long neck here will certainly be the best teaser, but for the people who don't know what is this for a dinosaur, let's go inside into this big highlight here, and then you can see, yeah, the Argentinosaurus. Okie dokie. I would like to apologize again that I sometimes move with the camera very quickly, and that the images, so what you can see here on the screen, is very shaky and too fast, but I have tried it out many times. What is the best flow with the camera and so on. It's sometimes very difficult to record a video very smoothly. Okay, then let's go into the building and explore this beautiful highlight. Holy macaroni. I don't think I need to say anything else. See yourself. Be amazed and enjoy this entrance area with this fountains raining down from the sailing, kailing. Sorry, I don't know the correct word for this, but you can see it yourself. Whoa! And inside of this entrance area here, we have also small information centers here, and also the option of going behind this huge fountain here from up to the main attraction area. And on the right we have another small restaurant, but I don't go inside. But I think we are all excited now and want to see a special dinosaur, the Argentinosaurus. And after this point then I have to switch back to the cinematic shot because I cannot walk on the containers. Here we go. Here we have a fantastic view of a very large cliff enclosure for the Argentino with a large observation platform, so I call this here, and seating sections and possibilities, and you can observe the dinosaur perfectly on every place where you stand. And in the middle we have also a small mesh fence construction here where we can look down on the floor of the enclosure. But I think it's great that you are not that you are on the eye level, I mean, with the long necks, and have the opportunity to observe the dinosaur from all directions, vis-a-vis with this great sauropod from the great visitor paths here. This wow. And then there's another path that you can walk along, and from here you could feed the Argentinosaurus with some plants. And I feel, yeah, I'm in a whole new world again here, and just imagine how great it would be if we have officially the Argentino in-game as a dinosaur. BananaLauncher has designed the enclosure really beautifully with the waterfall, scenery and the vegetation and the misty effect on the floor. And I'm speechless again, and forgive me if I don't show you this outdoor area enough here with all these details. But I can say on this point, if you're interested in exploring this park with your own eyes, you should go to the Nexus Mod website and download the park, and you have the option to explore the park without the dinosaurs and species, or you can download the appropriate dinosaur modding list. It's in the description of the mod, and see the park, yeah, with your own eyes and enjoy the beauty shots here. And then we come after then to the last part. There we go. This is the last part here, and this is the large staff area, which has its own street here in connection, and its own parking lot, and the connection to various staff buildings. And we have also a vet center area here at the back with small fences like cages. And I'll be honest, I don't even know what to say anymore. There's so many beautiful things and details here, and I'm simply speechless. It looks so realistic with all these constructed buildings, and I think it's great that the staffs or the employees have a separate entrance to the zoo, and that you can see this area from the visitor's perspective when you're standing on the Carnotaurus observation gallery or enclosure, or at the enclosure from the penguins. And I can only show you this area here in the cinematic shot because walking around here in first person mode is not so a good idea here. I tested it out, but I think this overview. The shot is still okay, and yeah, and that's it for the park showcase here. It is cool, it's cool designed, it's very clever and detailed. BananaLauncher, it is wow. Yeah, and I hope I've been able to show almost everything what I can explore here, and yeah, and as you can see also the camera is very shaky when I looking around here to the rest of the park, and yeah, it is difficult, but I think to discover this park in the first person mode was the best idea, and I hope you enjoyed this special tour, and yeah, I hope I was able to honor BananaLauncher enough with my showcase and show the people what for a great and creative person you are. And it is always a pleasure for me to work with you and inspire each other. And also thank you for giving me the opportunity to make this video and show it on my channel and share it with the rest of the world. And guys, be sure to like this video and give a comment, and if you like it, then give a like, please. And thank you for watching also, and stay tuned for the next time. And I hope you like this park showcase by BananaLauncher, and check it out on Nexus Mods and so on, and we see us very soon. And so I need a break after this showcase. I'm tired. It was a challenge for me, but it was worth for me, and I can say thank you for watching. Have a wonderful weekend, folks, and we see us very soon, and bye bye.